I decided to form the Lieutenant Governor's Task Force to protect female athletes. And unfortunately, the Democrat Party hates my guts for what I've done here. They hate me for starting this. They do. They hate me for this task force. They hate me for standing up for women. We did not get one legislator that supported those two bills.
And I would add that since then, the tide has turned on this nationally. The entire trans debate, as it's shifted, and in part because of people who, like you, took a bold position on this, relatively early on. I admired you for having taken this position at a time when I noted other Republicans in the state were not as brave. You took some arrows for it. I'm looking at this. I'm an attorney, and I'm looking at this ethics complaint. I was reading up on it, and I don't quite get it. I mean, you're promoting a governor's task force using the lieutenant governor's task force using your office. I mean, this was a state function. What am I missing here? Are these the grounds you're going to challenge this on?
The complaint said that I used state resources to ramp up a lieutenant governor's task force to protect female athletes. Well, that's correct. I did. I admit that. Unfortunately for them, there's nothing that keeps me from doing that. If I wanted to do a task force to protect veterans in Nevada, I could do that. But if I did the veterans thing, they would have said nothing. Now, because this is has to do with their woke ideology, they're coming after me. They filed an ethics complaint. I've had to hire an attorney. I've had to pay an attorney, raise funds. We've had interrogatories. We've had depositions. And just last week, on a 3-2 ruling, the ethics commission, 3 commissioners ruled against me, 2 ruled in favor of me, saying that I used state resources to fund this, and I admit to that. So I don't understand what the ruling is. They don't really say what I did wrong. I didn't do this for personal interests. If I had done that, then that would be an ethics complaint. So if they want to say that I use state resources to protect our female athletes here in Nevada, I'm going to continue doing that. I don't really care what they say, but this is harassment to try to get me to back off. I am not backing off. I want Nevadans to know, and I want female athletes to know that I am going to fight for them to make sure that we do not have them play against men in sports. Because as you mentioned, it's not safe, it's not right, and we should not have this in Nevada.